The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And spins away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Here's Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And they'll run it here. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now a handoff working right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Matthew. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And now back out comes the offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Breshad Perriman, 67 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he steps away. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll go on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And a punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second down, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watch it now, Barney!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Barney! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he spins past him and into space. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. They'll go with the keeper, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Kenny Clark able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he hits his man, Matthews. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. To throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners. Anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
40. Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. 3:19. 3:19.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set them back for 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3:19. 3:19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And on the ground they go with a running back. There he goes inside the 30. And touchdown! A great play there. 41 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One receiver left is Hilton. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Second and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Ohio! Ohio!
On 3rd down, it's Flynn. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! 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 Take four! Take four! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.